If you want to know how I met my husband, stick around. I'm about to share our story. Hi, my name is Phoebe, a Filipina living in China, and this is how I met my husband. My husband and I met back in November 2021 at work. It was during the COVID-19 lockdown. The company I work for took all the safety rules seriously, so they had us stay on site. Basically, they gave each employee a room inside the company compound, plus all the necessities, essentials, so no one had to leave. So this space where we stayed at had a swimming pool. One day after finishing a long 12-hour shift, I felt like taking a swim to relax and shake off the stress. That's when I noticed this guy walking over ready to swim. It was a bit awkward because first off, he was shirtless and he was wearing these really tight shorts, which made me very uncomfortable, and I felt like it would be a sin if I stared. If you know, you know. And second, he was swimming like an Olympian. It made me so uncomfortable. I was laughing at the back of my head. Oh my gosh, it's so funny. I don't really know how it started, but somehow we ended up chatting for a little bit, just a quick and random conversation, nothing too memorable. What stuck with me though is that when he asked me if we could take a photo together, I thought it was a little odd, but I also thought it would be more awkward for us if I declined. So we took one. I'll try to find the photo and I'll show you. So here's that photo. He covered his face. He said he looked bad and felt shy. After that, I went back to my room, took a shower, carried on with my day. I didn't feel any spark at the time, and I assumed that he felt the same. A few days later, while I was at work, one of the managers in my department started chatting with me. At first, it seemed casual, but then she started asking me questions as if she was conducting an interview on me. She was asking if I had a boyfriend or if I would be open to date someone. I answered everything even though I was a bit confused. I told her I was single, but I'm not really looking at the moment because I was still hung up on my ex at the time.
Oh my gosh!
But guess what I found out months later? I found out that the guy from the pool had actually asked her for a favor to find out things about me, to ask if I was single. I was so shocked. Just imagine how I felt when I found out. Oh my god. So anyways, going back, the day after that chat with my manager, the same guy messaged me on Instagram. His account had 0 following except for me. A bit creepy at first. But then we started talking every day. I won't go into all the details, but it was just your usual getting to know each other stuff. But it's funny how fate works. Neither of us realized that we were already meeting our future spouse at the time. So after about a week of chatting, he told me he liked me. Honestly, I kind of saw it coming. From the way he talked to me, and the fact that his Instagram had only 1 following, which is me. But when someone's really into you, it'll show, right? And you'll sense it. Once he confessed, he started courting me properly. Mornings meant baskets of fresh fruits and milk deliveries. On afternoons, he got me snacks such as pizza, milk tea, etc. Not just for me, but also for my office mates, which was really thoughtful and sweet of him. At some point, I honestly thought he was trying to win me over with food, and I think it kind of worked because I'm a foodie. He also sent me Chinese skincare products, snacks, drinks. He said he wanted me to try some of his favorite products from back home. At first, I didn't eat any of the food. I was worried that it might not be safe. I was worried that it might contain something that might harm me. I don't know why, but I had really bad trust
Oh my
issues back
God.
then. I remember I would just put the fruits inside the office fridge and let it sit there until it spoiled. One of my close friends from the office decided to eat them because he thought it would be such a waste if he hadn't. But of course, he turned out to be fine. Duh, I don't know what was I thinking. Over the next month, we got closer. We would have lunch and dinner together, go out for drives, visit the beach, doing all the typical couple stuff. Okay, fast forward to February 14, 2023, Valentine's Day. That morning, I felt kind of down. I expected a message the moment I woke up, but I got nothing. He was around, busy with work stuff in the office, but he didn't reach out to me. We were at work, of course. I wasn't expecting flowers or grand gestures. I just thought that a little note or message would have been nice. I even told my office mates about it, and they told me to hang on until 6 p.m., thinking he might just be in his office, busy working. They were right though. At 6 p.m., as I was about to leave, Tony showed up with a bouquet of red roses and asked me to a dinner at the beach hotel. That day, I had no clue that he was going to propose. It felt like a dream. We spent the next 10 months planning our wedding. In December 2023, I walked down on my dream aisle at St. Augustine Church, also known as Poway Church in Ilocos Norte. It was the loveliest day and it was the most beautiful day of our lives. Back in May 2024, about 6 months after we got married, we went on a trip to Thailand to celebrate my birthday. What we didn't expect during that trip was that we actually conceived our little one, Wang Zahao. We returned to the Philippines completely unaware that Wang Zahao was already on his way. By June 2024, we found out that I was almost a month pregnant. We were so over the moon and we actually cried tears of joy. Now here we are, here in China, happily living our life. We've built a little family of our own. Sometimes it still feels so surreal that I gave birth to my son here in China and that this country has become our forever home. But having my husband and son by my side, having our own place to call home, having good health, honestly, I wouldn't ask for more. But yeah, that's the story of our little love journey. I adore my husband. He's my bestest friend in this whole world. I'm so happy that I married the right person. Thanks for watching this video. If you have any idea or requests for future videos, please don't hesitate to comment down below or reach out to me. So I guess that's all for today. I'll see you on the next one. Bye!